Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another Walking Dead oldie character profile video. Today we are looking at the crazy guy with the shotgun, an older Woodbury resident who later joins the prison. Now this is just the name that the actor gave the character, but we always roll with the actor's gifted character names on this channel, so let's go. The crazy guy is of course male. He is played by Bill Vella. He is late 60s to early 70s, first appeared in Walk With Me. Nothing is known about the man's life before the outbreak began, apart from he likely had reached his retirement years, but sadly the outbreak began as he began to enjoy it. He eventually joined the town of Woodbury, seeking safety behind the really big walls and living a peaceful life, well, at least for a time. In Season 3, Crazy Guy is first seen on the streets of Woodbury, talking to a woman it seems, as Andrea, Michonne and Rowan pass him by, before he strolls away with some guy. Later, the Crazy Guy is seen strutting down the street behind Shumpert there. Hours later, the Crazy Guy is in the street when the governor and his men show up with the National Guard vehicles and equipment. He listens to the governor give a speech about the fallen soldiers and how that they'll honour them by using this equipment, and the Crazy Guy then goes to take a closer look. He can't find them that interesting though, because a mere 5 to 10 seconds later, he's walking in the opposite direction. He does not give a shit. He clearly wasn't into them. I think he's maybe walking in the background here, I'm not sure. The Crazy Guy heads to the barbecue a day or so later, and he gets in a conversation with another man about the flower beds, I think. That's what he's pointing at. Maybe he was hearing voices from the flowers. Who knows? He is the crazy guy with a shotgun after all. The Crazy Guy gathers to the front of the crowd when the governor begins his speech to the town. He nods along to the governor's words and toasts to the town. He enjoys the barbecue throughout the rest of the day, and later the Crazy Guy is at the arena fight with Merle and Martinez, and he cheers on for Merle to win the fight. The next day after the fight, the man is seen walking down the street. Isn't that crazy? Another episode of Season 3 and another blurry scene of this man walking in the streets of Woodbury. This time, he has a friend though. This is good television. During Rick's attack to save Maggie and Glenn, the man walks out of his house onto the street after hearing gunshots. He hears that they're under attack, but returns home when the governor tells the residents to. The Crazy Guy takes this too literally, as he doesn't even bother showing up to the whole Daryl/Merle fight, or at least I can't find him at least, so that makes my life easier. It's my headcanon that after the gunshots, the Crazy Guy stayed indoors and began to pack, as the next time we see him, he's at the front gates trying to escape Woodbury, ordering to be let out of the gates, and watches Martinez assault a man. Andrea tries to calm the crowd down, and he backs away as Martinez threatens the man beeping his horn, who's obviously in the car. Suddenly a scream is heard, and the man turns his head and eventually rushes over to see Richard Foster post being eaten, and then he stands there in shock as the governor puts Richard Foster out of his misery. Sometime after, the governor and Woodbury prepare for their final battle with the prison, and the Crazy Guy is seen with the sick and the children as the fighting bodies are heading out to battle. It can be assumed that he took shelter in the pantry area with everyone else until Rick and friends arrived with Karen and the news that the governor went crazy himself and killed his own militia. The crazy shotgun man then got on the prison bus, leaving Woodbury behind and joining the prison. The man is seen getting off the bus just before Karen, heading into the prison where he's greeted by Herschel. In Season 4, it looks like the Crazy Guy goes out to get late breakfast whilst Daryl and crew are heading out on their big spot scavenging mission. Hopefully the Crazy Guy got some good grub. But wait, that grub was likely infected with the flu. No! That night, the man is sleeping when, in the morning, he's woken up by the commotion of a Walker Patrick and a Walker Greg, who are attacking the cell block. The man springs into action. He grabs his shotgun, ready to defend his fellow prisoners. He sees Ryan being attacked and shoots the Walker. Said Walker was a former Woodbury resident as well, so there's an extra layer, it's a bit deeper. But he doesn't kill the Walker. Then, rudely, Daryl decides to snatch the shotgun from the Crazy Guy. How rude, Daryl. And he hands the Crazy Guy's gun to Rick. Rick asks him and everyone else fleeing if they are bit, and then he orders the Crazy Guy to get out of there along with everyone else, which he does. A day or so later, sadly, the man begins to have symptoms of the flu. It was that breakfast meat, I'm telling you, and he is quarantined in cell block A, along with the other sick people, being let in the cell block by Carol. He coughs and wheezes into his little hanky as he finds a cell to isolate in. Finally, the man can be seen pacing his cell and coughing as Herschel gives Dr. S some tea. He too also likely got some of Herschel's good-ass tea, But it obviously doesn't help him because off screen, the man sadly died of the flu. It is revealed that Sasha was the one to put him down before he could turn. His body is later burnt to stop the spread of infection. R.I.P. the crazy guy with the shotgun. The crazy guy with the shotgun is nothing more than a consistent background character, but he has an arc. He goes from a helpless Woodbury resident, an older gentleman, someone who talks to the plants, and he turns into a strong survivor who fires a shotgun willy-nilly in an attempt to try and be useful. That is good television. Anyway, tell me your thoughts on the crazy guy with the shotgun, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next Walking Dead oldie character video. Goodbye.